Yeah. Hello, Music Producers Club. This is Astrobear here. Today we're going to work on Since You VIP. First, I'm going to show y'all the drum break. So, the break is from E-Labs. They have some really nice samples, and I often use them just to inspire the beat. Let's hear that. That's not right. Doop. So as I said, oftentimes I'll just use a break like that to inspire a groove and layer it, and then oftentimes I'll subtract the break. But actually, this is the VIP of the track, the variation in progress. In the original, I cut out the break, but in this VIP, I thought it sounded nice to leave it in there. Next, let's show you the kick brought in with that, the kick and the hi-hat. So, let's cut that out. This is what was coming from Machine. It's pretty simple. I usually have an instance of Machine in here that you can see I separate the groups inside of Machine to different tracks. They would usually accept something from Machine, like, not like that, but if I had the instance open, it would accept the different outputs of Machine, and then I can bounce all of that. After I process it separately in the groups, I can bounce all of that to something like Audio 9, record that in here, and then I don't have to worry about a processor-heavy program like Machine bogging down my computer. So, I got the kick in there. This clap comes from RXN. And then everything together. There's a little crash in there too. And that is the drum beat. Let's take that out. Next I want to show you guys this vocal track, or I should say effects track. It's a tiny little snippet of a vocal sample from Galito. Let's hear that. Heavily processed. It's really just an FX track. Probably the most prominent thing here is this rate 1/64, very fast LFO, and then manually filtering that in and out, so you just kind of have that stuttering, fast filter coming in and out. Then I've got other tracks with LFOs at different rates. And then the last effect, which is kind of neat to use on either like vocal tracks or anything you want to sound kind of vowely, is this Sugar Bytes Wow plugin. I have it set to the O setting, vowel mode O bandpass, and then I use vowel mode band reject. So this one is rejecting the O frequencies, and this one is passing the O frequencies, so I can kind of balance what Sugar Bytes considers an O frequency and not, by these different levels in here, and that's kind of a nice way to make things sound clean and crisp, and just it's a nice effect to have. So next I'll show you all this piano. I use Contact. It's really nice samples. I try not to process it too much. It already sounds really nice. Usually blends in the tracks. Sometimes I'll just need a boost a certain frequency or saturate it, but in this case I just added a little ping pong delay and a little bit of reverb. And I've got this August Forester Grand piano and this double bass solo. It's kind of a string instrument. Let's hear that. Kind of dark and ominous sounding, the feeling I was going for in this VIP. Next, let's hear everything together, and then I'll show the synth. So the synth, again, I'm bouncing it to a track, 54 audio, recording that in. You can tell it's the last thing I did. I do that actually because of latency, and when I had recorded this automation and then played it back, it was getting offbeat, so instead I recorded it live into a track, and it sounded great. And I'm really happy with the synth. I thought it tied everything together. And you know, this track, it's just supposed to be a hip-hop beat. I'm going to hopefully send it out to some nice rappers to put some flow over this. And, you know, there's not too much else going on. I guess this guitar loop is maybe interesting, but nothing too heavy going on the producing side. I saturated a little bit, cut off some frequencies, and I actually double it and pitch it with Ableton's pitch shifter. Something I kind of like to do a lot is, you can see this one's transposed to 0 semitones, this one's transposed to 12. So, there's a few tricks I use. That's the gist of actually pretty much everything in this track. Other than that, keep producing. Thanks for having me, Music Producers Club. Y'all have a nice day now.